Aries. This is going to be a reading for July 1st through the 7th, first week of July 2019. So let's take a look at Aries. I'm not even worried about Aries. Aries has their shit together. I may have spoken too soon, but we'll see. Okay, Aries. Aries doesn't have their shit together anymore. Okay, Aries, the energy here, the card at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Eight of Swords. You're not seeing something for what it is, for some reason. Let's see what's happening with you. In your past, you were considering to start something. It was really actually tormenting you in your head. It was giving you a lot of thoughts, and I think it's because you had a lot of options and you couldn't decide for whatever option you wanted to go with, but you did decide on something. And I think it was something that wasn't quite the best choice, maybe, possibly, because it really tormented you. In your present, it looks like you're putting something behind, and it may be related to a love situation. It doesn't have to be the current situation that you're thinking to leave, although it could, but it's looking more like something from the past that it didn't quite necessarily work out, but you're finally in that energy where you're seeing things that, it didn't work out, so I have to go. So that's what you did in the past, and now you've come to terms with that. That's what it's looking like. In your future, you are gonna have something very solid and very equally, very balanced in your life. I don't know if it's in regards to love or work yet, but it's looking like things are gonna be very balanced for you if you decide to put all of that deceiving energy behind you. So it's looking like you are going to get that equal give and take, that balanced situation, that need to share with someone. Only if you put some deceptive energy behind you. I don't know what that is. You may know. I don't know. So let's clarify some of these things. Let's look at your options from the past. Let's see what that's about. Clearly it shows something out of there, and I want to see what it is that kind of didn't quite agree with you, apparently. So it's looking like you may have had an offer from an earth sign here. You may have taken the offer, but it led you into this toxic kind of place. It may have looked good on the surface, but deep inside this person was the devil waiting to come out. The situation may have been toxic, may have I mean, I think it was, because after you left that situation, you still felt pretty down, pretty depressed. It left you in a place of, I think there were some mind games maybe involved, but it left you pretty anxious and pretty depressed. Let's look at the Eight of Cups in your present. Let's see what you're planning to move on from. So yeah, there's something here, and I think it's still, it may still haunt you at times. The fights, the arguments, the whatever it is that you had with this person. I think you were coming from two different places here. I think one of you was coming from a heart space and the other was coming from a head space more than a heart space. Somebody was looking at this very logical. And actually, because they were coming from that headspace, they saw this other person that was giving love as being naive and being, you know, very like, what's love got to do with it? Something like that. So I think you are moving on from that. You're still working on moving on from that kind of situation, person. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles in your future. You want that for yourself. Let's see if it's in regards to somebody. And again, it's reinforced. You're leaving, you're not fighting for this anymore. You're walking away from it. You're like, I'm done fighting for this. I'm done. I'm moving on. And it's about damn time. It seems like you were in it for quite some time and you were like, no more. Done with this. I'm looking for stability now. I'm looking for a person that's willing to love me from the heart space, not from the head space. Okay? So I want to see this Eight of Swords finally for your overall energy for the week. And then we could wrap it up. I think Aries are my shortest ones. Even if, you know, most of the times Aries, you look good overall, and I can't really clarify anything because I don't need to. And even when the cards are not looking that great, even then, it's short. It's like to the point. Okay, why is this not looking great? Because of this. Okay, that's it. But you do get some clarifications now. So the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's related to the same thing. It's related to that person from the past. You may have been an option for them, or they may have been an option for you. Whatever the case, it's regarding that kind of a struggle that you're still in to move past that. And it's looking like you're going to be victorious in it. It's looking like you're going to make it. So it does seem like it's still pressing you in some way. It may, you know, be in your mind a lot, in your thoughts, but you are moving away from that. You're gonna do it. You're gonna leave that behind, that situation. So yeah, that's it. I will see you next week. Bye.